dear viewers, and welcome to our special coverage for the 12th World Urban Forum taking place in Cairo earlier today. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli launched the 12th World Urban Forum in Cairo, which runs through November 8th under the auspices of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. And we have from there our correspondent Shorouk Bakeer having the following interview. Shorouk.
Hello, Mahesti. How are you?
Hello, Shorouk. Can you tell us about the activities of the 12th Urban Forum, which is starting today in Cairo, Shorouk?
Well, of course, this is the first day of the Urban Forum, the 12th edition, which is being held here in Cairo, Egypt. We are so proud to have it here. There is a lot of attendees. There is a lot of participants from civil societies, NGOs, governmental and regional governments, and of course, city planners. Right now, I'm delighted to be accompanied with Mr. Ashraf Eid, the National Director of Habitat for Humanity Egypt. Well, sir, first of all, I would like to welcome you. Nice to...
Thank you, thank you.
Well, today is the first day of the Urban Forum, which is so important, not just for Egypt, also for the participants and for exchanging experiences. Though you are working with the NGOs, I need to know more about did you participate before with national projects, as we know, and how did it go, and what's your goals?
First of all, I feel very proud that Egypt hosts this great WOF 12 after all these years. Actually, I'm representing here one of the NGOs, international NGOs that works in improving housing conditions. There are more than 1 billion person in the world, live in inadequate housing conditions. We as international NGO, we work in more than 70 countries, collaborating with the government, with private sector, with communities to improve housing conditions of people.
Well, of course, this forum is the second in its importance after the climate summit when it comes to sustainable development, when it comes to urban development, when it comes to building better societies and communities, of course. So you did many projects here in Egypt, not just worldwide. So what were the projects that you participated in as an NGO?
As an NGO here, we are cooperating with communities, for example, like Al-Asmarat, where the government has a huge and very good social housing program there. So we are cooperating to, especially to improve the climate adaptability and the ability of people to face the climate changes and heat stress. So we are collaborating with the government and with the private sector in different urban areas, in Manshiet Nasser, in Al Khusus, where these are informal settlements that people there, they suffer from inadequate housing conditions. So we support actually to improve the housing conditions of these people in informal settlements.
Of course, this is such an important event, such an important forum, but let's talk about how is it important as a platform also that being held here in Egypt after its inauguration in Nairobi 2002, which is more than 22 years, and for the first time, and when it comes back, it's coming back to Egypt, which also a great opportunity to showcase the efforts of the Egyptian government in the urban development and sustainable development along with the agenda of 2030.
Sure, actually, Egypt day after day proves their ability and capacity to host global events like COP27 and now the WOF 12. And actually, we are, this is a very important platform. There are many events that are organized that will cover all aspects of urban development and urban planning. It will show also examples from different parts of the world, and this is what is good about this event is that it provides opportunity for exchange and networking and show examples of good practices in different worlds. And I'm sure that Egypt here as the host of WOF 12 also provides a lot of good examples and cases where we can see what happened in Cairo here in past 10 years actually, where all this urban development and urban planning and improvements of the conditions of the city.
Since you mentioned the housing, of course, there's different aspects right now. Of course, we're in the field. When it comes to the infrastructure, when it comes to the building itself, when it comes to how to benefit from the climate, how to, let's say, take care a little bit of the planet, when it comes to clean energy, when it comes to the housing itself, the whole process.
Yes, building and construction, are considered, important in all climate issues. So actually, the climate adaptability, especially in countries like Egypt, where we have this heat stress and the inability of people, especially in informal settlements, to face the climate changes and the climate difficulties. So actually we are, we are working, to improve this, the housing conditions that will make people feel more adaptable to the climate and heat stress. For example, the electricity as energy now, as a source of energy, it's very expensive, and it's, for many people it's not affordable. So we are providing alternative energy sources like renewable energy, like solar energy. So all this will contribute to the climate resilience and climate adaptability.
I guess all the attendees, where it's not just a platform where you can attend and listen, it's also you can exchange experiences, as you said, when it comes to rebuilding and the creativity of using all the sources around us.
Yes, yeah, it's very good, as you said, and very good, opportunity, actually, to exchange, and I believe that we can learn from each other, all sectors, all stakeholders, the government, from private sector, from civil society, from communities, from people themselves. So I think this dialogue and the interaction between different stakeholders really provide us with a hope, actually, to in a better life, in a better conditions, not only housing, but in all aspects of life.
Well, Mr. Ashraf, I wish you all the best with the upcoming days, and thank you so much for your presence. Well, thank you so much. Back to you, Mahesti.
Thank you so much, Shorouk Bakeer, our correspondent from the premises of the 12th World Urban Forum in Cairo. And moving on to our special coverage, where Cairo is proudly hosting the 12th edition of the World Urban Forum from November 4th till November 8th, an international event that underscores the city's commitment to fostering sustainable urban development on the global stage. Held under the esteemed patronage of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, it attracts an unprecedented gathering of over 20,000 participants from 172 countries. More details in the following story.
Cairo hosts the 12th edition of the World Urban Forum, WUF 12, which is taking place from November 4